Hi there, and welcome to New Consultant Training Part 3. It's crazy to think that we are already 3 weeks into this training, and all of you guys have gotten your businesses off to a great start. You're starting to gain some good confidence in knowing the products, feeling a little more comfortable with talking to people about the business, and getting them excited about having their own party, and you are seriously ready to explode out of the gates with your new venture with 31. So I hope that all of you are just as excited as I am for each and every one of you. So I know that many of you have also completed your first parties with tremendous success, and I am very excited to see, and I know you're very excited to see where you're going to go from here. So here's the thing. You've got your parties booked. Now what are you going to do? So your first step in this third level of steps to a successful business is going to be all about the hostess coaching process. This is my most favorite part about the business because this is literally the bread and butter of the entire direct sales business. This is what is going to make or break you being able to have successful parties and continuing to have those parties on your calendar. So last week we talked about setting up the first connection call at the closing table during the party that you booked it from. So I want to let you know that the call that you make the first time you connect with this hostess should be about 3 to 4 weeks before the party date. So here's what you want to cover in that first call. First of all, you want to thank her for hosting a party with you and remind her of all the fun that you guys are going to have. Second, you're going to want to talk to her about the 3 invitation methods that she is most comfortable with. If you guys decide to do the mailing of invitations, then you need to make sure that you have a deadline for when she needs to provide those addresses to you so that you can get them out in a timely manner. Next, you're going to want to help her create her guest list. If she hasn't started it already, then this is definitely when you're going to want to dive in and help her with that. And you're going to want to encourage her to invite between 40 to 60 people using the Frank system. And then, of course, going beyond that Frank system with email contacts, Facebook contacts, church contacts, hairdresser, all of those contacts, just like you were encouraged to do in week 1 of setting up your invitations for your launch party. So just so you know, so you can actually share this information with guests as well, statistically, the number of people that you invite, you're going to see between 20 to 25% of those people actually attend the party. So by getting her encouraged to invite those 40 to 60 people, you're going to see that guest amount of 8 to 12 guests at each of your parties based on these statistics. Then next, you're going to want to talk to her about the party preparations and make sure that she has the hostess packet. So you may have given it to her at the party when you booked the party, or you may have mailed something out to her. So you want to just make sure that she definitely has that in hand. And then you want to schedule your second connection call. So your second connection call is actually our step 2, and this call is going to typically take place about 2 weeks before the party happens. So again, during this call, you've already scheduled it, so she knows that you're giving her a call. She's ready for you. So again, you want to thank her for hosting the party with you, and again, remind her of the fun that you guys are going to have. You then want to ask her how your invitations are going based on the methods that you guys agreed upon. Now note, if she hasn't done them, you need to give her a deadline to get them completed as soon as possible, because at this point you're 2 weeks out from the party taking place. So you want to make sure these invitations get out as quickly as possible. You then also want to ask her how many people she has been sharing the catalog with. Now, remember, you've given this to her in her hostess packet, and getting those outside orders to bring to the party before the party actually takes place. So, what you would love to do and what you want to encourage her to do is try to get between $100 and $200 worth of orders, already have those with her before the party even takes place. This will help build her up and give her the confidence of realizing that that $1,200 party is very attainable. And then, of course, the last thing you want to do during this connection call is ask her if she's taken a look at the opportunity brochure that you gave her in that hostess packet. So we're going to actually discuss this more on our call as to how to have those conversations based on the answer that she gives you from that question. And then, of course, finally, you're going to want to schedule that third connection call. Okay, so step 3 is your third connection call. Now, this is typically done 5 to 7 days prior to the party date. Again, you want to thank her for hosting the party with you. You want to make sure that she realizes she is the key to your business and that you are very grateful for her. So every time you connect with her, you want to be thanking her. At this point, you're going to want to ask her how many RSVPs she has for the party, and then also have her take a look at how many have not responded yet. You want to encourage her to use the rest of the week leading up to the party to reach out to anyone who hasn't responded. And this is also the point you may have to give a little pep talk if her attendance number is low. So we're going to discuss words for her to use, for you to give her, for her to use in the connection call that we have. All right, so of course, then you're going to also want to remind her about party preparations, food, and drink. You're going to want to encourage that she doesn't do anything extravagant. You really want the party to appear duplicatable to any attending guest once the party takes place. So, seriously, chips and salsa and some bottles of water is perfectly fine. She does not need to go above and beyond and have the party catered or have all of this crazy food at the party. And then again, you're going to ask her about her thoughts on the 31 business based on the fact that you are assuming that she has read through the opportunity brochure that you have sent to her. Again, we're going to discuss this in our conversation, how this conversation goes in the second connection on this call. Okay? Tell her that you're going to check in again the day before or the morning of her party to get that final head count so that you know that you have enough supplies when you arrive at her house. And then at this time, you're also going to remind her of the time that you will be arriving. Okay, so that's it for the step 3 of the new consultant process. Seriously, hostess coaching is the most critical element of your business. When you master your hostess coaching skills, you are rarely going to find party cancellations or even having hostesses ignore you. And you're going to literally watch your party sales skyrocket because you are going to be able to get more of those guests into the living room, which in turn is going to provide you more opportunities to book future parties. So remember, I always look at my hostess as my business partner from the time that we schedule her party to the moment her party takes place and even throughout her party. So you're creating a rapport with this person who could very easily become your next teammate. So why not make the person who is your business partner an integral part of your team? So make this step the most important of your business. The rewards are absolutely incredible. You will not be disappointed. And you will seriously watch your business go in a direction that you may not have ever even imagined it could. So I look forward to talking with all of you on our scheduled date and time, hearing about all of the successes since our last conversation, and getting you guys all squared away with this hostess coaching process and getting your businesses absolutely exploding. I will talk with you soon.